What is the point of sort of a brain break as you're getting ready for a pretty high pressure time of year?
Yeah, obviously these are student athletes, and this is a time of year where they've got a lot going on. Finals this past week, so and then we've got that 2 week kind of lull between ACC championships and NCAA selection show and the first round of the tournament. So yeah, it is a way to I'm a big believer that having clear minds. The ability to compartmentalize is helpful, and we can do things to help that by infusing some fun and to break up what can be a grind, right? Because we're working hard day in and day out. So the dodgeball is just great. I mean, it's camaraderie building. It's a way to just have fun, to stay loose. So yeah, we look for those little opportunities, and certainly that's a great time of year just with the pressures of schoolwork as well.
Did you take part?
I actually didn't, but I have plenty of times in the past. It's good fun. It's definitely good fun. We're all competitors, fiercely competitive, sometimes a little more competitive than we want to show. But yeah, not this time. I was kind of playing ref. Somebody has to keep everyone in line.
I'm sure. Along those same lines, with that break, what were the things you wanted to accomplish lacrosse-wise in terms of either things that you wanted to tighten up, change up going into the postseason?
I think for us, a big reset coming off of ACC championships and really going back to our process, continuing to build fundamentals and, just going back to the things that have got us to where we have this season. Playing a really tough schedule, having some really high moments, some great wins, and remembering how we got there. So I think we learned a lot coming off of the championships, some things that we can do better, and making sure that we are really staying grounded, we are keeping our heads down, we're continuing to work really hard, and as I've said all along, continue to keep getting better every day. So that's been a focus, yeah.
I think in ACCs, particularly in Carolina, your goalie had some moments there with some pretty incredible saves. What has her play been this year, and how did she kind of become your starting goaltender?
Yeah, I mean, Mel she stepped into a key role. It was obviously a big question coming into the spring, and we really were very thoughtful through that process as a coaching staff. But Mel has just showed consistency. She was able to rebound well off of setbacks, and I think one of her strengths has been how she gets better as the game goes on. So yeah, she obviously had a stellar game versus UNC in that semi-final, that first round, and yeah, look, it was just continuing to go back to those fundamentals for her, continue to be a great leader, to stay positive in those huddles with the defense, but she's really shined in some moments, and we're continuing to challenge her to remain consistent in that fashion as we step into kind of season 3 here.
I think the ACC network cameras at one point caught her doing a little dance.
Yeah.
Is she a loose personality? Was that out of character, in character?
No, totally in character. She likes to have fun. She's definitely got, a big personality. When you just chat with her for a while, you get to know her. And she gets fired up, right? She's very determined. She wants to compete. She wants to help be a driver in our success. And I think, she definitely shows the emotions, whether it's, in game when she makes a terrific save, the defense comes up with a big stop. She's very vocal. She's shown that all through the fall and the spring. So not too many surprises, I would have to say. Yeah, she's just doing a great job.
You talked about the break a little bit earlier there, but it's such a long time to go without having a game, and then added on top of the fact that you're coming off a tough loss in the ACCs. How eager is this team to get back on the field?
They are fired up. They're fired up. We got up and down with the team. We worked hard to sort of simulate some volume that we didn't maybe see having not played this past weekend, and just to keep them really ready and so that we can step out and beat our best this coming weekend. But no question, there's a lot of excitement. The evening of selection Sunday was super exciting for them. I mean, they were elated. I think it's been 5 years since UVA has hosted for the women. So yeah, we're just, we're thrilled to be here because it's really not an easy feat. To not only get to the tournament, but to have a great seeding in it, and just to, you got to earn it to move on. So we're just looking forward to working hard to step out and be our best on Friday, so that we can earn more time together as a team, and get to play on Sunday.
What are some of the things you think you learned from that game against Syracuse and are taking into NCAAs now?
Yeah, I think that was the first time we had to turn around in one day to another really, really tough game. 2 ACC teams from a Wednesday to a Friday, and what you hope would be a Sunday. I think, we just learned a lot as a team, as a coaching staff, how we need to be even better and how we can turn around from, one game to the next. I think, we may have lingered a little long in Wednesday night's game, just, in little ways. It's subtle, but those are the inches that make a difference, in such a competitive conference and when you've got such a short turnaround. So yeah, that was kind of our first time going through that, but I do believe things happen for a reason, and that will help prepare us for this upcoming weekend, and what may lay ahead. So yeah.
Yeah, you said it there. This is the first time you guys have hosted in about 5 years. You just got ACC co-head coach of the year. I mean, is this the kind of impact and success you expected in year one?
I mean, I think just internally and personally, yeah, because I just have so much high expectations, in myself and how I can help a program, to lead a program. But certainly these Coach of the Year awards, they're staff awards. I've got an incredible staff. Mike, Kerrigan, Kaylee have been phenomenal. Maris as well has just been the glue that, takes some things off of our plate and allows us to all focus on, more of the team and the things that can help translate to wins on the field. So, yeah, that was obviously just and a very nice celebration of our staff, I think. But yeah, I think we're obviously elated with where we are, what we've accomplished. It hasn't been easy, but it has been an epic journey, and we're just thrilled to really work even harder this week as we head into a really important weekend.
The strides you've taken this year, how much are you personally looking forward to? What additional strides now could be coming in these next few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I just think, obviously, I think we've got a great kind of pathway, but no game is easy. Every game, it doesn't matter who you see. I'm sure Kiki alluded to it, but it's anyone's game on any given day. And I think, anyone who's following lacrosse sees that pretty clearly. There's been many upsets, if you would call them that, but I just think there's so many great players. There's a lot of great programs. There's a lot of great coaches, and yeah, you've really got to be diligent. You've got to put everything you can into each and every day, and I think it's important to keep focused on getting better. You just and there's so many distractions that keeping a team as focused as possible is one of the biggest challenges. But things, as a coach, I feel that we've got to really hone in on. So, we're really excited to just earn a win on Friday. LIU is certainly going to be a tough game for us. They're on a 10-game winning streak, just coming off their conference championship, a first time for them. So they're riding high. So we need to be ready to step out with tons of energy, a lot of fire, and to be able to execute, the little things, the basics well. And I think, we'll earn an opportunity for Sunday if we can do that. So yeah, we're really excited, but we've got to go one day at a time.
You've had a lot of NCAA tournament experience throughout your coaching career. It's your first year here. What's kind of the key to having success in the NCAA tournament, and what are you focusing on in your first time with this program going into the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, again, just going back to what got us here in the first place, what allowed us to have a strong enough resume to earn the seeding that we did. I think it's easy to kind of forget that and, get a little bit too far ahead of where you are. So we've just got to continue to keep this team really dialed in on getting better. And that's from top to bottom. So you know, they've been working super hard this past week. There's been a lot of energy, a lot of intent when we've practiced, and that'll be key. That's important. You know, there's obviously, you know, for a lot of these student athletes, they're juggling school. So making sure we're finding enough balance for them so that they're able to, you know, feel good about where they are academically, as well as, you know, not carry that stress with them on the field, so that they can really, you know, because essentially in pressure moments, we're going to fall back to how we practice and how we train. So we're just continuing to really put a lot of focus on that we're training at a high level. So that to me is key. The game's still the same, the rules are the same, nothing else is different. And I think it's, you know, mentally at this point, right? There can be a lot of pressure, but we've just got to continue to enjoy being on this journey together and control what we can control the controllables. That's key.
You've called it a journey a couple of times now. How far can this journey go with this group?
Yeah, I mean, I think anything's possible. We're certainly, look, I'll say it, we want to compete for a national championship. Do I think that's possible? Absolutely. Is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. But again, I think this is a special group. I really do. I think there's so much buy-in. They're working hard. We've got great leadership. We've got people stepping up, and they've shown that they can step up. Anybody can step up in any given moment, and that's going to be necessary and needed as we head into tournament here. So yeah, do I think it's possible? Absolutely. I think we can make a heck of a run, and you know, we're excited to see how long we can keep this journey going. And you know, there's just nothing like being on a team, you know, one like this, where it is all about being together and enjoying this time together. They're going to remember that. Regardless of, you know, what shakes out. So making sure this is just a memorable experience across the board.